2018 Toyota Camry 4-cylinder brake change. First thing you see is the level is low from the max. That's the first indicator that you need brakes. Second indicator, you see on the side where the brake pads meet. I can't see it from here, but the pads are really low right here, so you definitely need some brakes. This is the first indicator. So first thing you do is open up this brake thing cover on the brakes, because when you press the calipers in, this will make it easy for the fluid to come up. So once I change the brakes, this fluid should be back to max again. You never add brake fluid. So I'm changing all four. I think these are the front ones and these are the back ones. DG2076, DG11212. These are AutoZone and ceramic gold, so they should last for a long time. A lot of meat in it. So these are the back ones, I think, and these are the front ones with the shimmies and everything. These look like this. Oh, these are the small ones. So these ones are back ones. DG1212. Front ones DG2076 from AutoZone. Okay. First thing, obviously, you take off. You put up, raise the vehicle, and take off the wheels. Okay, I got the wheel off, so you can see the pads are really low, really low. Almost done. So what you do is you take off this bolt right here on the caliper. This one here, this is connected to the caliper, and this one is connected to the caliper. So you take off these two bolts, this one right here, this one right here, and there are pins inside. So let me just take off these bolts and get back. Okay, I took off these bolts right here and the bottom one too, and now let me just show you guys what I'm doing. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Okay, let's see if this works. So now I got the brakes reservoir cap off, right? So I press on the calipers, I pull it towards me. This pushes the caliper in a little bit. Now when I take it off, it comes off like this, right? And now these are all pads, bad ones, and that's the other side, bad ones. Right in time. Didn't the rotors didn't get destroyed. So now you take So now I got the caliper off, brake pads off, and now I take one of these. This is a caliper piston pushing tool, or you can take one of these too, C-clamps, and just press the caliper in. So to do that, you take the old pad. Hold on 1 second. Okay, that looks like a better view. Okay. Take the old pad, put it right here, and push this in. Push this in by doing this. So now, caliper should use the old pad, not the new one. So this presses the caliper in. And the fluid is going back into the reservoir. Fluid is back in. Take these and take off the old shimmies, metal pieces, and put the new ones in. The new ones come in the box. Let's see. And they're all the same. Keep this part towards the inside, like that. Another one. Like that. Take off the old one. Old ones, dirty, greasy ones. Put the new ones in. All four are new. Take them. Okay. Now you take the pin off from the top. Do not forget to do this. This is the main part. Changing a brake. You gotta grease these pins. If you don't, these pins will get rusted inside the caliper bracket, and the calipers will fail. So grease them up like a layer of grease. I'm using a synthetic green one. There's a this green one. There's a black one as well, but I use this synthetic one. I think this is better. So you take the pin, put it back in, rotate it, and that's it. That pushes the grease back and do the bottom one too. So what people do is they take off the bolt on the top and do not do the bottom one sometimes, and the bottom one fails. So do not do that. Do all of them एक मिनट the grease.
तो ऐसे डलवाएगा सही है।
This way, this grease will stay in, and now I take the pads, put it in. There's no front and back a lot of times. These new ones. There you go. Take the round piece, put in the bottom one first. Now the brake pads are in. Take the caliper. Here, take the bolts. So now you just tighten it up. Not fit. This is a good idea. Got that. Okay. These are the front brakes. Same thing you do with the back ones if they're the rotor ones. So make sure you take off the rubber boot. Take off the rubber boot from the bolt side, not from the caliper bracket side. So from that side, and grease it up, put it back in. Same thing with the bottom one right here. And that should do it. Now repeat it for the front ones on the other side, and then the rear brakes. I'll do the rear brakes just now. And the wheel is back on. Now the rear brakes, I'm just gonna take off the wheel. Okay, got the wheel off. I'm gonna take off this nut right here, this nut right here, and so the front one was 14 millimeter. This one, I'm assuming, is also 14. And yes, it is. Yes, it is 14. So let me just take off this while making the video. Bolt. Bottom bolt. Now you press the caliper in a bit. Went in a lot. That's good. Okay. So we got this caliper. these brakes were gone. It's flat, no mid in it. So take off the shimmies. This one has the same type of shimmies for the bottom and the top. You see that? Same thing. So it's the top bottom one, this is the top one. Exactly the same. Take off the pin. Take off the pin. Must do this step. That's a must do. Take off the pin, chain, grease it up. This way the life of the brakes are better, and the calipers too. It doesn't overheat and everything else. Put that in. So I tend to put it in and then rotate it like a screw, so it greased up really good, and now it's good. You see, it's moving. It's the same thing with the top one. I hold the rubber and push the pin out from a flathead screwdriver, and just comes off without ripping it apart. So the rubber bushing still on the bracket. Okay, grease this up on the top one. Oh, too much grease on. Don't put too much on it. Just put it in and then turn it all the way in like that, without putting air in it, and that's it. It's done. Use the old pad, put in the caliper, and just press it. Press the caliper all the way back this way. It's really small. Got the brake pad on, got this pressing tool in, so I'm just slowly pushing in the caliper piston. Okay, got caliper pushing in slowly. That's it. Calipers pushed in. Perfect. Keep the shimmies. That on the bottom. Put some bricks in there. Okay. piston pushed in. I'm gonna put the bolt in. Bottom one. And just snug it up. That's it. We got the front and the back changed. That's it. Thank you for watching. Okay, I got the last one done. So once you're putting the bolts in, if you see this one spinning inside, use a locking plier, put it on here, and then tighten this up. It's 14 millimeter. So once you got all four done, you will see that the reservoir is full again right here. Don't forget to put this back on like that, and then pump the brakes. You must pump the brakes. So you go in the car, start up the car, and pump the brakes like as much as possible. So you start seeing the pedal getting hard, the brake pedal getting hard, and that's when you're done. Don't put the car in drive and start moving, because it will keep going. It won't brake. So you must pump the brakes. Once you pump the brakes, now there'll be pressure inside the lines, and then it'll start going. The brakes will start working. So you must pump the brakes. Put this back on. Don't forget to put the cap back on, and that should be it. And this way your brakes are done. Thank you.